a smile on his face. Sad to say I didn't bring any of the rain with me. It rained every day.
Did it really?
3 o'clock, right on the spot. Downpour.
We went, it's been years and years ago, my son was 4. We took a family vacation down to Florida, and it was...
Call this meeting of the Fremont County Board of Commissioners to order. If you'll please rise and join us for the invocation from Pastor Wayne Dickinson from the Praise Community Church, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Want to come up here, sir?
All right. Okay, let us pray. Father, we thank you for a beautiful day. You have blessed us with much. I know we live in a world filled with chaos and unrest, but you give us strength to walk through it. I pray for every decision made here today that you give these folks wisdom and discernment, and may what they do be for the betterment of the county. And we say we love you and thank you in Jesus. Amen.
Amen. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner McFall.
Present.
Commissioner Bell.
Present.
Commissioner Payne.
Present.
County Attorney Jackson.
Present.
County Manager Bryant.
Present.
Planning and Zoning Director Garrett.
Present.
Okay, thank you. Before we approve the agenda, I do need to make a correction on the approval for the bills. After reviewing those, there were some double entries from the last one, so there's a new total for that. It's $3,162,904.28.
All right, Mr. Chair, we also have an addition to our published agenda today. A month or so ago, we had scheduled a public hearing for 10 o'clock this morning. We noticed it as required by law, and now we need to add it to today's agenda. So I move to approve today's agenda with the following addition. Public hearing scheduled for 10 a.m. Single-family owner-occupied housing rehabilitation program. The Upper Arkansas Council of Governments intends to apply for community development block grant funds through the Colorado Division of Housing for the single-family owner-occupied housing rehabilitation program, and will be administering and operating the program in Fremont, Chaffee, Custer, Lake, Park, and Teller counties, with Fremont County as the lead party.
And I guess my fix is on the consent agenda, not this one, but so
You jumped the gun.
I did, yeah. So we have an addition to the agenda.
And with that addition, I'll second it.
It has been moved and seconded to add the public hearing for the Upper Arkansas Council of Governments hearing. Any other discussion?
Are you approving the agenda or adding?
We are adding that to the agenda, approving the agenda with that addition.
Then the motion needs to be to approve.
The what?
The motion needs to be to approve the agenda with the addition, as opposed to just approving the addition.
I think that's what my motion
so.
was, to
It was,
approve
yeah.
today's agenda with the following addition.
Correct. So we are, any further discussion on approval
And
of
I
the agenda
second
with the
that.
addition?
Okay.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Motion carries.
On to the consent agenda, where we will make that change of the approval of bills for the $3,162,904.28.
And with that change, I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second, and I believe our chairman has something to add.
With just a note on that, we are scheduling a public hearing for July 9th for a temporary use permit for Skyline Mennonite Church. And it has been moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda with the adjustment to the approval of bill number. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, on to staff and elected officials reports. First, we have the county clerk's monthly report. Justin Grantham.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Today, total motor vehicle fees, sales taxes, and recording fees collected for May 2019 are $1,356,787.43. Of that, the county's portion for disbursement is $756,482.24, which is a 56% of the total fees and is a $35,046.32 more than May of last year. Year to date, our office is up $44,891.12.
I like that report. Thank you, Mr. Grantham.
You're welcome.
With that, Mr. Chair, I move to accept the county clerk's monthly report for the month of May 2019.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the county clerk's report for the month of May 2019. Any further discussion? I agree, it's always good when we're up from last year, so that's good.
Yes, it is.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We'll move on to the county manager report. Ms. Sunny Bryant.
Okay, just a couple of quick updates. We have hired a noxious weed director. She did start on June 17th, and so she's hit the ground running over there trying to get everything caught up, some of the projects scheduled and the grant reporting caught up. So if you have been trying to contact her, she is in the office now. On Tuesday, June 18th, I attended the area managers luncheon, so it's always really good to visit with the other local managers and see what all's going on in our community. And then on Thursday, June 20th, I attended the Penrose Chamber of Commerce breakfast, so it's always good to see what's going on in the Penrose community. And then just a reminder, I'm not sure if Commissioner Bell will say it again, but we are having the brick dedication ceremony on July 4th. So the bricks have been engraved, they have been checked for accuracy, and so everything is ready to go for that dedication.
Very good. All right.
And then
Sales and use tax.
Okay, so moving on to sales and use tax. The retail sales tax collections through the month of April, came in at $454,084, which is up $64,824 from April of last year. And year to date, these collections are up $173,977. The auto use tax collections in the month of May came in at $107,893, which is down slightly at $4,752 from last year. And year to date, we're slightly down for auto use tax at $42,001, less than last year. The construction use tax in the month of May came in at $65,317, which is up $54,818, and year to date we're up $35,593 from last year. The lodging tax in the month of April came in at $6,009, and year to date we're up $6,000 from last year. The sheriff retail sales tax came in at $302,723 in the month of April. Year to date, we're up $115,985. And the sheriff auto use tax came in at $71,929, which is slightly down from last year. And year to date, we're down $28,000. And then the construction use tax for the Sheriff's Department came in at $43,554, which is up $36,546 from last year, and year to date we are up $23,779. So overall, everything is going very well. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll be doing our mid-year analysis just to make sure everything is on track and that we're where we need to be.
Goes to show you there's a lot of construction going on in the area, not only in the county, there is in the municipalities also, but there's buildings going up everywhere, a lot of homes, so
Right.
it's good to see that. Okay, anyone else?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I was going to mention our brick dedication at the War Memorial Park on Thursday, July the 4th, 8:30 a.m. We would love to see any and all of you out there, but with that comes a reminder that the 4th of July next Thursday is a federal holiday, so this building, other county buildings, as well as many, many other governmental buildings will be closed on that day.
Thank you.
Good.
You good? Okay, I have one thing that I just kind of want to mention. I sit on the Central Front Range Transportation Planning Region, which is encompasses about, 6, 7 counties, I think, Custer County, Teller County, Park County. Chaffey County. And CDOT this year is changing the way they do long-range planning for highways. One of the best things I heard out of them was they're considering the highway systems as a whole. We always worry about when taxes or anything else are implied to or given to us, that all the money goes to I-70 and I-25 corridor, which has been true in the past, but now they're looking at it as a whole system. So even small projects in our area are worth as much as a big project in Denver, is the way they're saying that. So they are right now in the process of taking public comment to what we see as drivers. They want to see what we see instead of taking their statistics and different things like that. So there is a website that you can go to. It's called yourtransportationplan.com, and that'll send you right to a survey on CDOT's website. Be very honest on those surveys when you take them. If you see problems, let them know. Hopefully they'll take those into consideration, and then they'll also take our committee's information into consideration as well of areas of highways that are dangerous or need more shoulders. Some of our roads don't even have shoulders, so it's pretty important. So yourtransportationplan.com, take that survey. I encourage anybody who's here today or watching this to partake in that and spread the word about that. And let's get them folks some information, because they kind of forget about the rural areas quite often. Okay, anybody else? All right. Next, we have citizens who wish to address commissioners on matters not scheduled on the agenda, and we have Mr. George Story this morning. Good morning, George.
Good morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to speak on the longest expansion, economic expansion in U.S. history. From the recession in 2009 to the end of June 2019, it's the longest expansion in U.S. history, and my proof is a dial right now is about at 27,000. So our economy is looking extremely good, and I hope everyone has a happy 4th of July. USA, 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 USA. Thanks for letting me speak. Everyone have a good day and turn the heat on.
Thanks, George.
Thanks, George. See, it's not just me.
I think it is. Okay, is there anyone else? Okay, we have no old business for today, so we move on to new business. The first item of new business is approval of the Federal Aviation Administration grant. It's for the airport runway maintenance project. It's through an airport improvement program. We have Wes Brandt here today, the airport manager, to talk a little bit about this. Good morning.
Morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
So the FAA has issued us a grant in the amount of $87,435, and that's for the rehabilitation of our taxiway Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. We're in the design portion of it, so it's for the design of the rehabilitation of it. And the total cost is expected to be $96,050, and this grant represents the FAA's 90% share of that project.
So we have a 10% match, in other words.
Well, the state would do 5% also, and then that leaves us with.
No, it's 5%. That's outstanding, because most grants aren't that forgiving.
What was the total again, Wes? 96,000?
And $50
$96,050?
for the design of the rehabilitation.
All right.
And do you have a timeline for this?
This should be completed this year. As soon as we get it signed, they're ready to start working on it
All right,
and get it going.
good deal.
And then once they get the engineering and stuff, Bill, I assume we'll have applied for other grants too.
Right, so in the next year when they start to do the actual rehabilitation, we'll use FAA grant money again, which is expected to be 90%, and then a state 5% match for the actual construction.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't have any other questions for him, do you?
Mr. Chair, make a motion that we approve the Federal Aviation Administration grant for the airport runway maintenance project.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the Federal Aviation Administration grant for the airport runway project. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Sorry. Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thanks, Wes.
Thank you, Wes.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is approval and authorization of chairman's signature for a community solar garden service agreement with Fremont CO1, which is an LLC. A lot of people have seen solar gardens popping up, and what they do on those solar gardens is sell shares, I guess, per se, in those, and it feeds back into the Black Hills energy system and then comes to the customers. So I asked Sunny Bryant, she has a little bit more information on this, and I believe a slideshow, right?
Yeah, so we were approached by a representative from Clean Energy Collective, and they had indicated that they were building a solar garden here in Fremont County, and we were pretty excited to hear that. We have been a subscriber of a solar garden that is in Pueblo to help offset some of our Black Hills fees. So the anticipated savings for Fremont County are $423,378 over a 20-year period. And so it all depends on the rates of Black Hills, the amount of utilities that the county uses, and there are other factors, but that's what the anticipated savings are. And better yet, we're helping to clean the community air, which I know a lot of utility companies are going a little bit more to solar to try to help with some of the savings on the environment. So just a couple of slides that I wanted to show from a presentation that he had indicated was this is going to be the location of the solar garden. It's actually North Canyon. You see Mountain View Core Knowledge School on the right-hand side, and then that solar garden will be there on the left. It's a 2.5 megawatt, so it's a very large solar garden, and it's a very nice location for that up in that area. And then some of the other individuals that are participating in this unit is the City of Canyon City, Pueblo Community College, and then a housing development for low-income housing out of Pueblo. So those right now, they have indicated that this solar garden is full and that they're hoping to have other gardens in the community as well. So that's all that I was going to present. Are there any specific questions?
No, so I guess in the long term, like you had mentioned, it's a savings. It's over 20 years, but it's I don't know, about a 14% savings, I believe, something like that, off the bill. So anything we can do to save taxpayer monies, I believe, is a great thing.
Sunny, do you have a timeline as to when construction is actually going to begin and finish?
Yeah, so with, actually prior to us signing, they had reached the capacity in which they could start building, and so they were doing final design and plans and meetings with the City of Canyon City, and they were hoping to have that done by the beginning of July was when construction was supposed to kick off. They're, I think, hoping to have this up and running by this fall, and then we'll start seeing the savings after that.
Oh, very cool. Thank you.
Any other questions?
I have nothing else, Mr. Chair, so I move to approve and to authorize the chairman's signature on the Community Solar Garden Service Agreement with Fremont CO1 LLC.
Second.
Has been moved and seconded to approve and authorize the chairman's signature for the Community Solar Garden Service Agreement with Fremont CO1 LLC. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, we do not have any more business on the agenda, but we do, however, have a public hearing at 10 o'clock. It is now 9:48. We will take a short recess till 10 o'clock. All right, the hour has reached 10 o'clock. We'll resume here and we will have a public hearing. We have a public hearing here for a single-family owner-occupied housing rehabilitation program through the Upper Arkansas Area Council of Governments. It intends to apply for community development block grant funds through the Colorado Division of Housing for Single-Family Owners Occupied Housing Rehabilitation Program, and will be administered and operating the program in Fremont, Chaffee, Custer, Lake, Park, and Teller counties, with Fremont County as the lead party. And we have Autumn Devers from the Council of Governments here today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Autumn. Thanks for hanging around.
Yeah, thank you. So we are applying for, like you mentioned, Community Development Block Grant funds from the Division of Housing. And we are asking for $120,000 for each of the next 3 years. And that is just for administration funds. We have enough program income to cover the costs for the actual loans out for those rehab projects. And the application is due July 1st, so we're getting ready to turn that in probably this afternoon.
So it's administrative funds for the Council of Governments, or you guys to administrate the program?
Yes.
Administer the program, which includes, I believe, mileage and anything to do with it.
Anything to do with, yeah, mileage, wages, office supplies, all those administrative funds for that.
Very cool. Any questions?
Just a comment, I guess. Just to make it clear, today's public hearing simply is a requirement of this application, and no action is being asked of this board.
That is correct.
Correct. Okay.
So information, basically.
Yes, public information. Let people know what's happening.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now is the time that it becomes a public hearing. So I will open the public hearing, which would give anyone an opportunity who wishes to speak for or against this. No takers, right? Okay, well, I'll close the public hearing. There's no one here. All right.
I guess I do have another question for Autumn. If someone is interested in this program, can you talk just briefly about qualifications for this and how they would go about receiving assistance? Who do they contact?
So they would call my office here in Canyon City. So talk to Erlen and Kevin. Phone number is 275-9566. And to qualify for the program, they have to be at 80% of the area median income or lower. And for a 4-person family, that's like $50,000. So make that or less. And we help with any type of home repair that needs to be done. Health and safety issues, we do fire mitigation, we can do handicap accessibility projects. You need a new roof, you need your furnace replaced. Any of those things that you need to have done to your home and need help with paying for the cost of those, we can help with that. And then we also make sure that the contractor does the work, that they do it on time, on budget, and correctly. So we help with all those things too.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
Okay, anything further?
No?
Okay.
Thank
That
you.
is that. Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks, Autumn.
Thanks.
With no further business before us, we are adjourned.